Hello, everyone. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about shift management and how you could create shifts, normal shifts, open shifts, and also tie it up to different shift attributes. So, yeah, as you can see on the screen, I've opened up the shift management section on the dashboard. So, it works as a typical shift calendar, which you could have different views for the calendar. It could be monthly view, weekly view, and the daily view. You could also sort by different ways, whether it's by employee name or the start time of the shift. So, yeah, next, also this calendar would basically also show you any time offs applied for by the employees, so that you're able to create shifts accordingly based on when they are available and when they're not. So yeah, next up, I'll show you how you could create different shifts. So it's super simple. You could, just tap on the calendar here and create shift for this particular employee, or you could just click on create shifts, go to normal shifts here, select the employee's name, let's say, yeah, and select the date. Let's select the date for Tuesday here. Select the start time. Let's keep it to this. And also, in case you want to add a tag to it as a shift attribute, you could also do that. In case you want to repeat it, you could also do that. You could also select the repeat duration, whether you want it for next week as well. You could also do that and create the shift. Now, as soon as you do that, the shift would be created for that particular employee. And also an alert would be sent to that employee that a shift has been assigned to them. Now, coming next to the open shifts. So open shifts basically are used as templates, which you could keep assigning to different employees at different time whenever you want it. Now, the other functionality of open shifts is you could also create open shifts without an assignment and have people sign up for it. And it could either be a recurring or just a one-time shift. So let's go ahead and create an open shift. Right, so you assign it a name, let's say calling shift. Next up, whether you want this to be a reusable or a single use shift. So let's say, let's keep it to reusable shift. Next up, I'll select the duration for the shift. Let's keep it to 2 hours. I could select the time zone, but this would automatically pick up from your current time zone. And you could also select the shift days. And I mean, this is an optional, but in case it only applies for a specific day, you could just select the day here. You could also put a limit to it that only 2 people can claim this particular open shift. But in case there are no limits, you could just set it to no limit, and you could create the open shift, right? Now you could also put an attribute to it. So just in case if you want this to be only for a particular department or particular office, you could just select the shift attribute from here, assign it just for the marketing team as an example, and just save this, right? So that's how easily you could create an open shift. Now let's talk a little about attributes. So shift attributes are basically used for calendar filtering and also for copying shifts by using department and offices. And this also tells you, what the shift is for or who the shift is for. Uh, but just because someone is in a department and is assigned to a shift does not mean the tag has applied to that particular shift. If you want to use the attribute to filter or copy the shift, you will need to tag it in addition to assigning it to a person. If you're interested, there are a lot of ways that people are notified when they are assigned shifts. And you can add other notifications related to shifts, like if someone has assigned themselves a shift or if a manager has assigned overtime. All of those notifications could be set up by going under the notification sections here. And yeah, so that's it. So I hope you liked it. And thank you for your time.